Everybody's here. Time for some math max. Bear with me. Well, it's only 3 exercises, so that's not so bad. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna find max in 30. So instead of max in a minute, we'll find 30-second max. Still the same idea for each exercise. And then our first round, when we start the clock, you're gonna repeat your max in 30. So it's the same exact number. When you go to the second round, you're actually gonna cut it in half. So 50% of what you just did, or multiply by half. It's too confusing with all the multiplication. Do what works for you. Use the math that works best for you. This is why we have an example with numbers so you can see what should be happening. Round 3, then it's your max in 30 plus your half max, or your max times 1.5. And then round 4, you're doing like a quarter of your max, a very small number. And then you'll go to round 5, which is half max. Round 6 is repeating your max in 30. So before we start the clock, what we'll do is figure out what those numbers are, what math works the best for you. Again, I have the example so you can see, like, if my max in 30 was 12, my first round would be 12. Round 2 would be 6. Round 3 would be 18. And the next round is 3, and then 6, and then 12. So this is kind of what we're doing with intensities today. And then you can decide what exercises you want to do. So for the push, there is the same thing we've been working on. Your push-up variation, your press, hip slaps, you can do knee drops, you can do the dog child sequence, dog press. There's probably other things I'm not thinking of. Any kind of press that you're working on. And then the pull, the upper body pull, is going to be pull-ups or chin-ups or rows. Bent over rows, you can do cleans, you can do snatches, any variation there. So something here where we're pulling. And then again, another LCC, so legs, cardio, core, where you can decide which route you want to take with this. Do you want to do more of a leg focus or more of a core thing? And do you want some cardio in there or not? So you can do step back lunges, step unders, skaters, squats. Those usually bring your heart rate up a little more, so does jump rope. Otherwise, you can do like a core variation, a twist, a sit-up type thing, an X-up type thing, or sit up and reach. There's probably a million other things you can do there. Windshield wipers, I always forget about that one. You can do burpees here if you want, if your arms aren't too tired. Swings, you can do chop and pops. If you want to do deadlifts, you can do deadlifts or rollouts if you have a wheel. Knees to elbows, that's also with your feet in a wheel, and it's like a mountain climber, so mountain climber is another option. And then I do have Turkish get-ups on there if you want to work on them. I'm actually going to do that today, I think. It's going to be a little bit different if you do Turkish get-up, because traditionally you just do like 1 or less, not less, but keep the number really low. So what you'll do is just do 1 Turkish get-up. When it's time to max, just do 1 each side, and then you'll do 1 whenever the number goes down, but when the number goes up, you just add 1. So we'll talk about that later if anyone is doing it. But again, I am doing those too, so I can help you out. So that said, let's see if I can remember who came here first. Actually, I'm just gonna go in this order on my screen. Megan, what are you doing today?
I'm gonna do push-ups, rollouts, and windshield wipers.
Yes. Sounds good. It's gonna be fun. Annie, what are you doing?
I'm going to do back press and bent over rows and step unders.
I'm gonna reenact everything that everyone's saying. Okay, great. Zoe, what are you doing?
I'm also going to do back press, bent over row, and then swings.
Okay, great. Annie. Oh, Annie, I already saw you because I'm looking at the screens. It's screwing me up.
I was like, I think they went.
I'm like, you already went.
Well, you, Sandy.
See, I'm following the squares on my screen, Sandy, and there's another Annie next to you. But I already talked to Annie. So you go ahead. Tell me what you're doing, Sandy. Sandra.
I'm doing push-ups, rows, and jump ropes. Sorry, my internet's funky.
No, it's so fun. Jump ropes. Okay, that'll be fun. Okay then, let's warm up. Let's do the stuff. I'm doing a push-up variation, and then chin-ups, I think, and then, like I said, the Turkish get-up. So, anyways, let's circle the hips. I felt like, if you've seen Anchorman before, where like Ron Burgundy reads anything on a teleprompter. That's how I felt just now. I was like, well, there's another Annie there. So I'm gonna wait till that little screen that doesn't have a face talks to me. It's fine. Okay, whatever. Bring your knees together and then we'll circle a little bit here, pushing the knees forward, letting the ankles kind of roll as well on the ground. And then we'll do some hip circles. The one-legged ones, nice and tall. Come backward. Oops, this way. Yes. I don't know. Do. And over. Then we'll do around the world, which will also warm you up for those of you doing the step unders. It basically is a step under. These feel good. Keeping that chest up. I usually do this one a couple times. And then you can cross arms, kind of swing a little bit, warm up those shoulders. We'll do some pivoting and twisting, letting the arms swing as they come up and then come down. Sometimes I like make noises out loud and I'm like, oops, I let it out. I meant to do that in my head. Okay, let's do some chop and fold to full extensions. Chop. And then we fold. Drop the arms if you'd like. If you want, you can add a squat. Or just reverse. Come up. We'll do this a few times. Chop. Fold. Stay out. From there, let's go into cat cow to dog child. Start warming up the push or the press. So cat cow, you're breathing in, coming up, exhale as you come forward, lifting out of the chest, lifting out of your hands so you don't feel like you're pounding into the ground. Do some side to side. Some circling here if you'd like. And then the dog child sequence, come into down dog, pedaling the feet. You want to circle those shoulders away from your ears. Pedal, pedal. Breathe in, exhale, incline plane. Dropping the knees. Pointing the toes. Send back to child's pose. Yesterday when I was doing this in class, I'm going to talk about it even though it wasn't recorded. Sarah was in class and she loved it. So I came up like this to down dog. And then when I came forward, it was like this. Little tootie toot. And like Sarah's like, you don't fart, like you never fart. And it's true, I don't fart that much. I do, but I burp a lot more. So, and she was just like, oh my gosh, it happened. It's probably because I did so much lighter yoga stuff yesterday and my hips were all like, yeah, let's let those guts move around and do stuff. Just thought I'd share that with you. This is the personal part of personal training. Okay, great. Let's come to our backs. Do some supine bridge up and down, warm up the legs, also kind of warm up the core. So scoop those shoulders, press the heels, gently pull them. And then coming up, if you want to add an arm reach, you can. You don't have to. But again, it does warm up other things then. And then slowly coming down. I'm a little wobbly, so I'm gonna try and stabilize a little bit better here. Pulling the heels, pulling at the top, adjusting, slowly coming down, keeping those ribs down. It's like 4 or 5 there. Holding for just a moment at the top. Good. If you want, you can do a little side to side with your legs. You can do some toe taps, bringing the legs up, knees over hips, toes pointed. Scooting the shoulders, bring one big toe down to the ground. We'll do like 4 or 5 here. Trying to keep the core engaged as well, so you're not arching or rounding. And trying to minimize the movement of the knee as the toe pulls down. Okay, great. Good, good, good. And now we'll go to the hang. Let's see. Should I do this? Let's do this. Do you guys want to learn the Turkish get up real quick? Just body weight? Let's do it. It'll warm us up. I think most of you have done it before. Let's not do pull. Let's do a Turkish get up, even if you're not doing them today. Bonus lesson. Okay, here we go. So this is how it works. Don't worry if you don't get it. It's just an introduction. So you're gonna lay on your back. One knee is gonna be bent, the other leg is gonna be extended. One arm is going to be bent, the same side that the knee is bent. So this is where your weight would be. Right now we're not worrying about weight, okay? So your other arm is out here on the ground, anchoring. First step, you're gonna press straight up overhead so your arm is extended. The fist is over your shoulder. You're making sure that shoulder doesn't come off the ground. So we're here, and then we're compacting the abs. Next step is you're gonna come up towards, you're gonna punch up towards the opposite hip and come up to your forearm. So you're on your elbow. Still looking at your fist. The next step is pressing the palm into the ground, coming to a seated position. Yep. Now I'm gonna press down with this leg and this leg to help my hips come up and bring my straight leg behind me so that my knee ends up pointing at the hand that's on the ground. And then from there, sitting back and coming up, and I'm kind of in this weird open lunge position. I'll show you the other side in a second. So I'm gonna adjust my feet. So however you need to adjust your feet so that you're in like this forward lunge position so that you stand up. Yep. And then usually I'll slap the leg that's gonna go back to remind myself, so not the leg that's under my arm, this one. And I'm just reversing everything now. I'm going to pivot my foot and then slide down that leg to bring that arm back to where it was in front of the knee. And then putting that weight on the hand, I'm gonna sit down with my legs straight. My legs are wide. And then slowly lowering to my forearm, elbow, and then back to where I started. And down. And then we'll switch sides. And then if you're not doing get-ups today, you don't have to do any more. But just to start getting it in your head. So pressing, pulling that shoulder down into the ground. Then you come up. I'm always looking at my hand, keeping that chest open. Come on my elbow, not sinking, but lifting. From there, the palm presses down. I'm in a seated position. Anchoring my feet to the floor, I'll lift my hips, putting weight on the hand on the ground, bringing the straight leg through so the knee is pointing at that hand on the ground. I'm gonna sit back just a little bit so I can get underneath my hand, coming up into this open position. Yep, then adjusting the feet so that I'm in a forward lunge position, so both feet might need to be adjusted. And then you stand up, reverse it. So this leg comes back, pivot the foot, slide down, bringing that hand in front of the knee. Sitting down, coming to my forearm, back to where I started. Bring the arm down. Now there's more, to that. That's the basic movement. Great, now let's pull. So we'll do some brachiation, or if you're doing more core, something like that, start warming up that a little bit, and we are kind of now transitioning into our individual exercises. So if you're like, I know how to warm up, I'm gonna just go through my 3 exercises now. That's what we're gonna do. If you need to follow me, that's totally fine. So I'm gonna go into pull, and I'm gonna do about 5 pulls with my shoulders, and then 5 full pulls, like rows or pull-ups. Feel free to chime in too if you have any questions.
We're calling switching my exercises a little bit, but.
Okay. Okay. It's fine. I might too. You never know. I always start with one idea and then I'm like, oh, well, that feels weird. Or I want to do this. So here's the brachiation. Spin in the shoulders. Get that space between your ears and your shoulders when you're active. Good. Those of you doing presses on the ground, just remember to compact those abs and really pull that shoulder flat to the floor. Good. Do some pulls or chin-ups. I've done these in like a week and a half. Yeah, if your 0.25 round 4 ends up being like less than 1, just do 1. I'm like thinking of my pull-ups, I'm like, once I get to 0.25 of my max, I don't know if it's gonna be above the number 1. So adjust as needed. All right, so after the pulls, I'm gonna go into the push. So like 5 or so there. Roll looks good. I'm going to start with regular push-ups. And then after the push or whatever you're working on there, again, we're going through the 3 exercises for the next few minutes. So LCC, what am I doing? Get up. Right, those feel good. Pulling. Pull. Yep, it's gonna be a low number. What else? do one more exercise and then grab water, and then we'll do our max in 30. So another like minute and a half or so, maybe. I'm gonna try a dive bomber. I haven't done one of these in a while. If anyone is interested in different push-up variations, it's like a down dog reverse thing. These are fun. I think I will do those today. Okay. What's this one? Yes. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab water and then we'll do max in 30 just a second. All right. So now we're gonna go into the max in 30. So it's very similar to max in a minute, except it's half the time. Still rest if you need to. And count your reps. Form is your priority. You can go in any order you want. So you don't have to do arms and then legs. You can alternate or whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay. Everyone that's ready. Pick your first exercise. Let me find my mouse. There it is. Here we go. Okay, first exercise. Here we go. Starting in 3, 2, let's go. Whew, 10 seconds. That's good for me. 2, 1, rest. 6. Oh man. Ooh, that was fun. So again, the first round you're repeating that number. All right. Second exercise. Here we go.
Okay.
Yes. What are you doing it on? What
I'm
exercise?
doing bench over rows. I just have one.
Just do 30 seconds.
Okay.
And then we'll wait 30 for you to finish your other. It's totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah. That way you can get a little more volume too. Okay, cool. Here we go. In 3, 2, let's go. Okay. Breathing out as you pull, keep that chest out. Same thing with you, Zoe. Just do 30 seconds. Rest. Just gonna check the time. All right, so those of you doing another arm, go ahead and do that same number. Oh, this is cool, I'm getting like the same number. I'm gonna do get-ups. All right, last one. Here we go. And, whoops, let me get down to 3, 2, let's go. Three, 2, 1. Okay, I'm gonna do my other side. side real quick. So if you have another side to do that. We're gonna start writing your numbers down, start doing your math. Round one, it's the exact same number, so your max. Round two, it's half of that. Round three, you literally just add the first two columns together. And then round four, you're taking half of your second round. Round five, if you get there, it's half of your max. And then you finish doing your max. If you continue, if you get to the end, then just repeat the pattern. Go back to the beginning and then do the math. Well, you don't have to do it again because you have the numbers, but it's gonna be 20 to 25 minutes. You can decide. Now with the get up, I'm gonna do one get up for the first two rounds. The third round, I'm gonna do two get ups and then go down and just do one get up. So I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of a pyramid with that one. Okay, great. First exercise, math max. Yeah, here we go. In 3, 2, let's go. So again, we're repeating what we just did for that first round. So that means, don't run into that. 6 stack numbers. Whew. Those are fun. And hard. 6. Okay. 6 chips. All right. Jeepers. Windshield wipers. Nice. Okay, what did I just do? 6. GGU. Cool. TGU. Jerkers get up. jingles. Jingle jingles. Okay. Yay. Okay, well, one round. So now 50%. Oh, that's NBD. Diet bombers 3. Okay. Three. I should track this. I'm not. I like this 50% round, it's really nice. Yeah, feels good. 3 chin-ups. 3. Three. Get up. I started on my wrong arm. Oops. Oh well. Left arm. Okay. Okay, we're about like 8 minutes in. So almost 10 minutes, but not quite. Okay, round 3, what is it? Add your first 2 columns. Okay. Starting to get a little warm. Yep. It's great. It's good. Okay. Four of 9. All right. Good, Zoe, on the swing, stand up all the way. There we go. Yeah. It was like a tiny little bit more extension. Good. Cool. Okay. It's good. It's good. 3 more. 3. Okay. Oh, one more. Okay. Yes. Uno más. Wow. That took a minute, more than a minute. What's that, 9? Chin-ups. This will take a while. Yeah. All right, let's see, 13 minutes remaining for the full 25. Nine. Okay, 3. Sandy, the reason I was asking you how long you were in North Carolina for is because Sarah's like, well, we could splurge and just randomly like go. And then we looked, it's like, she's like, we could fly. I'm like, I don't want to fly. And then I was like, if it's really cheap, I'll wear like a whole respirator and everything. But it's way too expensive, so sorry. I'm gonna do my birthday here.
Wah wah.
It's very, very tempting though. One day it'll happen. One day. 5 more. So on the one arm rows, this is just starting to happen right now. So it might be happening a little bit with you, Annie. Just be mindful of it. When you go to row, you're not doing this, but you are just a little bit. It's the tiniest bit here. So think of like pushing your chest forward right at the end to prevent it from twisting. Kind of like, yep, just like that, 100%. Good. Okay, what do I have? 4, then 3, 2 more. 8, I don't know. Yes, 2. Let's see how much time we got. Getting close to that 10-minute mark for, well, 10 minutes remaining mark. Nine is a lot. Just saying. Okay. Turkey scabs. Go this way this time. Whoa, there we go. Oops. Don't know what happened there. Math is hard, right? Max is hard. Max is sweaty, that's what it is. Whee! Sweaty spaghetti. Okay, 8.5 minutes remaining if you're going the full 25. Oops, this way. Cool. Okay, one more get up each side. Left side. Those rows look better. Good job. Left arm. Okay, here we go. Whoa. That was fun. Okay. Yep. Just under 2 minutes away from your 5-minute mark. Okay, cool. Ugh. .25. So half by half is 1.5. So I guess I'll just do 1. No, I'll do 2. I'll do 2. We'll round up. I don't know how to do 1.5 push-ups. Do 2. Two. 10 seconds from that 5-minute mark. So we're hitting that 20-minute mark. You can be done at any point between now and when you hear the beep. So about 5 minutes left if you're going to go the full time. Ooh, I like these 0.25 quarter max. It's nice. It's great. And get up. Oh my watch is just digging into me. Oh gosh. Don't do that. It's better. Three and a half minutes if you're still going. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Sweet. Sweet. All right. Half max. I can do that. 2.5 minutes. Whoa. Woo! That was intense. That was a little sloppy. Whoops. 2 minutes. You're still going. This is probably my last round. Three. All right, let's see what time we got. We got just over a minute. I guess I can finish this round. There we go. got just over 35 seconds. So finish whatever you're on. This is my last one. I did it. Yes, 8 seconds. Whee! All right. There it is. Feet up, up, up. Holy cow! Felt pretty good, huh? Good job, my friends. It's fun, you know, still dealing with the fun learning curve of technology, but whatever.
You're doing great, Raquel.
Thank you, thank you. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay, well then it's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's good. Good job with your math today. It was great. Trading with all of you. All you did really good too. Your form was pretty great throughout the whole thing, so good job on that. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thanks, you too. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, you too.
Yeah.
Thank you.